This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
This is the Noon Barbados Today update for Friday, March 7, 2014. I'm Kamar Jordan. Sack the entire management team. That's the suggestion coming from all the unions representing employees of LIAT to the 4 shareholder governments. The unions have detailed their concerns in a letter to the shareholders who met in Bridgetown yesterday. Antigua and Barbuda's Prime Minister Baldwin Spencer says he's aware of the development. He also tells Barbados Today shareholders have reached general agreement on a proposal to make LIAT an essential service.
We are hoping that we can encourage all the regional governments to work with their constituents, the trade unions and other associations involved, to understand the importance of LIAT to the socio-economic development of this region.
Meantime, LIAT's chairman, Gene Holder, is defending the performance of the airline's management. He says privatizing the airline is not the answer.
LIAT has been run by the private sector. Air Jamaica was run by the private sector. BWA was run by the private sector. The only thing was that during the period when they were run by the private sector, they not only lost more money than when the governments ran them, but they continued to require the same subsidies from the government to run them. So there's a long history of private sector failure in running airlines in this region.
In other news, a senior agriculture official says access to financing remains a major hindrance to the sector. Jean Lowry, the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture's representative to Barbados, says the problem is not only affecting small players, but big ones in the industry as well.
They're struggling because they can't get the upfront capital that they need just to get the thing off the ground. You know, they can get their return on their investment, they've got guaranteed contracts, they've got everything that you would think that they would need except the startup capital just to get things going. So that's a piece that's missing.
A plea for children not to pressure their parents at this time. It comes from the president of the National Organization of Women, Marlene Rice-Bowen. She's telling students they need to be understanding as government continues with its layoff program. She was speaking at the annual Girls Talk workshop organized by the National Task Force on Crime Prevention this morning.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
They are some of the leading ladies of Barbados, working hard to ensure that this island achieves its highest standards of development, but seldom do you get to see them in the forefront. On International Women's Day, Barbados Today highlights their contribution in a special March 8th edition, dedicated exclusively to women. Time is limited, so call Donna today or email her to find out more about this unique offer. Barbados Today, celebrating all the women of Barbados who inspire change.
In regional news, leave the country in 48 hours. That's the order from the Venezuelan government to Panama's ambassador and 3 other diplomats amid growing tensions over opposition protests in the country. The announcement comes a day after the Venezuelan president, Nicolas Maduro, broke diplomatic relations and froze economic ties with Panama. Internationally, thousands of lawyers in England and Wales are staging a protest. They're angry the government is cutting fees to barristers and solicitors, a move the Criminal Bar Association describes as crippling. The cut in legal aid aims to save £220 million a year. Criminal case lawyers staged a similar walkout in January, causing widespread disruption. And that's been our noon update. Join us again at 6 this evening. Until then, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb. Subscribe to our e-paper, and better yet, like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Kamar Jordan. Have a fantastic afternoon, and we'll see you at 6 sharp.
This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.